Tonight is weird. Um, Hi. Today is January 7th, 2015, and earlier today there was a terrorist attack at a local news publication here in Paris. Um, Publication is called Charlie Hebdo, which is like a satirical magazine, and I guess the publication had occasionally put out cartoons or pieces that were seen to be very offensive to Muslim extremist groups. And so this morning, I can't remember if it was either two or three gunmen went to the offices of Charlie Hebdo and killed 12 people and injured 7 more. And as of right now, they haven't been apprehended yet. But the reason that I want to talk about this is, A, to address that it happened. I think in video blogging, it's so easy to only talk about the nice things that happen or the things that you want to brag about, but it's not really accurate, is it? And I mean, it's a historical thing. From what I've heard, it's not just local impact. It's become national, international. Friends from home are reaching out, talking about it a lot. I've seen a lot of posts about it. There's been a lot of really quick media and social media response, which is really good. It's good to be able to talk about such issues in a very frank and I hope open-minded forum. I think that with all of the events that have happened over the past few months, some people at least, are starting to treat social media as more of a forum for social discussion, which is something that we really desperately need as an international community. But I think today, at least, the thing that we need to focus on more than accusations or rage is just remembering that we are an international community and we are supposed to support each other. And hating one group of people for their actions poisons you. It is so much better to focus ourselves now on rebuilding the community and finding love and working toward peace than manhunting misguided people. I can't, in good faith, say that these actions were in any way justifiable, but what we can take away from what happened today is that there needs to be a takeaway. We need to work on our connections with each other. We need to stand together, hold metaphorical hands, and, try to do better for ourselves and for each other, and maybe this stuff will stop happening. On a personal level, I am very, very, very glad that I'm okay and that my friends are okay, and I'm able to let my family at home know that I'm okay, that I have the ability to let them know that everything's fine. I can just post a message on Facebook, and my family is not. This is the first, I just realized earlier, this is the first time that I've ever been in a city where there's been a terrorist attack. it's weird. The American Embassy was telling us for a couple of months that ISIS had been planning some sort of attack on Paris, and I think nobody really took it seriously. Maybe we got lax, and maybe that says something as well. I'm not really qualified to evaluate our homeland security measures, no matter what country I happen to be in. All I can say is that I think that the response, as far as I've seen at least, has been, well, I'll just put it this way. I remember the response after 9/11. I was 11 years old. I remember very well how people reacted to that. And granted, it's almost apples and oranges. There are very few elements in common between these two events. But in the 13 and a bit years since 9/11, I think people's attitudes have changed for the better regarding extremism, regarding people who say that they stand for a religious tenet, and others not allowing that to stand for the whole. I think we're starting to learn that as a community we cannot focus on the perpetrators. We have to focus on the, properly grieving and celebrating and remembering the victims, because focusing on the shooters just gives them power. It just provokes fear, and that's the last thing we need today. That's the last thing we needed a year ago, 10 years ago. And all I can say is I'm truly sorry that people lost their lives, and I genuinely hope that it gets better. So, peace.
C'est sévère, hein, si tu veux.
We're going to be telling the grandkids one day about this, aren't we?
Very possibly.
Yeah.